we're joined by Mr. Lawan Danzaki, who is the National President, Association of Distributors and Transporters of Petroleum Products. He joins us from our Kano studios. Thank you so much for speaking with us this morning, Mr. Danzaki.
You are welcome. Good morning.
Good morning. Yes, so this dispute that we're looking at now, I'm sure you have heard why PENGASSAN is going on strike, and the fact that a number of people take issue with the manner in which PENGASSAN is implementing this strike action. They think this is a call to economic sabotage. As we've highlighted before, this is the latest in a long line of hurdles that the Dangote refineries has had to cross. They've had to, also they had a dispute with NUPENG as well. What exactly is going on with the unions? I mean, why do they all seem to be up in arms with Dangote refinery?
Good morning. The issue of this NUPENG and PENGASSAN, up to now, they wanted to control the petroleum industry in Nigeria, whereas they are workers and we are paying them salary. And they cannot determine what we are supposed to do in our business. This kind of problem, that's what makes Nigerian petroleum industry that is not surviving. As I'm talking to you now, we are the owners of the trucks. We employ their members as our drivers. We paid them salaries and their entitlement, but they use our trucks to achieve their personal objectives, and they put Nigerians in a problem. We are the owners of the trucks. We own tankers. We paid them salary. When there is an issue, they call for strike. They will never give a feeding allowance to our drivers. Like I'm talking to you now, I have some drivers in Lagos, all over the country, Lagos, Port Harcourt, Wari. But throughout there, when they call strike, they will not give any incentives to our drivers. And some of our members, they get bank loan to own their trucks. And even the interest of the bank, there is no any contribution from the NUPENG or PENGASSAN. And they have to understand that there is freedom of association, there is freedom of speech in this country, so they shall not force people to be their members. That's what they are doing all over the years. And this is what caused the poor Nigerian refineries a lot of billions of dollars has been spent by federal government, Nigerians' massive money. Still, the refineries are not working. And the 21 depots of Nigeria are still not working. So this kind of issue, whether PENGASSAN, NUPENG, they like it or not, since government has regulated this market, please, they should allow a play level ground. They should allow the Constitution of Nigeria to work, whereby anybody on his own interest can join their association or not join their association. It's not compulsory for me to be a member of PDP or APC in Nigeria. So when government is paying subsidy, so they play that role. When NNPC is monopolizing the market, they will play that role. But as I'm talking to you now, the MNDPRA has given a play level ground for investors to come to Nigeria. They are issuing a lot of license for anybody to build refinery and to compete with Dangote. Not that they are taking salary and they wanted, I buy truck, they determine for me when will my truck work and when my truck will not work. Dangote built his refinery. They wanted to control his refinery, that when will he work and when he will not work. So this kind of thing that NUPENG and PENGASSAN are doing, they should come back to their drawing board. They know that their union is to help their workers, and they will get their entitlement from the dues they are collecting from the salary of their workers. But as I'm talking to you now, the NUPENG PTD are getting a lot of money on daily basis from the truck owners and the marketers of filling station, whereby we are not their members. Somebody that owns filling station, a marketer, is not a NUPENG member of PENGASSAN. Somebody that owns a truck is not their member, but they will put their shop for any depot that is loading. We must pay them between 100 to 150,000 before our truck load. And these kinds of money we are giving them, they are extorting us, and at the end, we are extorting Nigerians. The burden is going back to the Nigerians. Anybody that buys 1 liter in Nigerians, the NUPENG and PENGASSAN are getting money out of that.
Okay, there are a lot of things, you have said a lot of things. I think it's important to differentiate right now. When I saw your union, National President Association of Distributors and Transporters, clearly you don't drive the trucks. What you do is you own the trucks. You've said that very clearly, and that your drivers are the ones who drive the truck. But clearly you have not been happy with the way they have been running their union, and you think that it's been affecting how you've been conducting your business. Is that correct?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. My colleague Ayo has some questions for you. Ayo.
Okay, let me begin. Thank you, Mark. Let me begin by asking, are there other associations in Nigeria, particularly in the downstream sector, that do what you do?
I'm not hearing you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I'm hearing you now.
Okay, good. I just wanted to ask if there are other associations in the downstream sector of the petroleum industry in Nigeria that do the same thing as your association.
Yes.
What associations are those?
Yes. Yes. In Nigeria, in early 80s, we have NATO. NATO is an association of transporters. But the NATO in 80s, Nigeria is not developed like this. Even Nigeria has changed its constitution that we are using 1999 constitution now. And if you understand that, you see NATO is playing a lot of roles in the motor garage, in tippers, and we formed this association specifically to cater for only transporters of petroleum products, because the federal government is trying to deregulate this market. And we know that if federal government has deregulated this market, so the business will not be as usual. So as we understand that there must be a changes, that's why we registered this association since 2012, and solving the problem of our members in anticipation that one day, government will it is subsidy. So if government remove the subsidy, the business will not be as usual when government is paying the subsidy. But very unfortunate for NUPENG and PENGASSAN, they didn't realize that if there is a deregulation, so the way they are getting their money is possible. But when we understand that if there is deregulation, government will not continue to make payment of our transport.
We'll come back to those issues that you have raised, Mr. Lawan. We'll come back to some of the issues that you have just raised now, Mr. Dazaki. But do you think NUPENG and PENGASSAN recognize your association?
We don't need their recognition. We don't need NUPENG and the PENGASSAN recognition, because they don't have the right to register any association in Nigeria. We have registered
the reason I'm asking that question, because
yeah,
just a second. The reason I'm asking that question is because you said that you are not really comfortable with the way they are doing stuff and all, and the representation that what we have understood over time is that many of the truck drivers are NUPENG certified, and that is one of the issues that started this whole conversation in the first place. That's why I'm asking if these associations recognize you.
It's a wrong perception.
Okay.
You are a journalist. I can give you an assignment you can go around to all the trucks driver. They are not benefiting anything from their union of NUPENG. Even the PTD is not registered. It's just a branch of NUPENG. They open so many branches to extort Nigerians. They have PTD branch of NUPENG. They have PMB branch of NUPENG. They have Sukatek branch of NUPENG. And all of them, even the pump attendants. The pump attendant is working in a filling station. They don't know that they have registered a branch in their name, but they collect money at the point of loading in their name. So, and all the money they are collecting, they didn't commit any tax to the government, so that the government will help us to build our roads. So, and the tanker drivers, you go and make your survey. All of them, are they willing to be in the paper, or they have their constitutional right to join any association? As I'm talking to you now, by post, for more than 20 years, NUPENG has picked their sticker on my truck. They pick their sticker. Well, my truck does not belong to NUPENG. It's my driver that they are claiming to be their member. So they are posting drivers to be their members. They are doing it by post. And if the posters as a transporters, if you didn't put their stickers on your truck, they will not allow your driver to load. And if your driver does not load, it is a lot of expenses on you, because you have to continue paying him his feeding allowance throughout the days, that unless you comply with them.
Well, are you saying that NUPENG and the rest of them, that they compel people, that you don't join freely, you have to join by force? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, we are joining them by force. Our drivers are joining them by force. Yes, so they wanted anybody that work in this petroleum industry to join them by force, so that they will use you to achieve their personal objectives. But when you look at it, when Dangote come in now, you understand that when the federal government, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, our president, understand that she has to implement this, remove this subsidy, the price has gone up to 1,200. But as at now, with the coming of Dangote refinery, we are buying it at 10,900 naira liter in Nigeria. But the NUPENG and PENGASSAN, they wanted to control and monopolize. I can give you some example. You will see that ASU does not force any private university to be their member. When you go to the motor park, you will see that there is NATO people, that there are some that are owned by NATO members. There are some buses that are owned by NURTW. So they should allow the play level ground. If there is a deregulation, so the play level ground has to be allowed, so that anybody will participate, and a consumer will get a chance to either buy from petrol station A or petrol station B. So if petrol station is very expensive, then you get a discount of 5 naira in petrol station of B. Then you can go and buy from B. So
just one last question, Mr. Danzaki.
Which union will they belong?
Yeah, let me ask you this one last question, and then we can go. You have said from time to time that the NUPENG and the rest of them, they collect money from truck drivers. When you say they collect money from truck drivers, exactly what you mean? Please explain to us so that we can understand.
Okay, you can go to any depots in Nigeria that is loading. As a journalist, you can find out from them that before any truck loaded in Nigeria, we must pay a levy. And by the nature of NUPENG constitution, they are to collect dues. And the dues is going for the salary of their workers. And they will collect this money before you load. If you didn't make this payment, they will not allow your truck to go, whereby the driver cannot get a single kobo out of that money. And as I'm talking to you now, Nigeria is a very big country. They are claiming that Dangote has sacked 800 of their workers. Because he sacked 800 of their workers, they want to punish over 200 million people. They wanted to punish.
So if they are just getting the payment, my apologies, Mr. Danzaki, if they are only collecting money, just 1 second, if they're only collecting dues from the salaries, I think that's just a normal thing to do. But there have been allegations that they collect money.
But they are not collecting dues. Try to understand me. They left the dues and to come to the depot and collect levy. Any truck, if your truck can take 4 trips in a month, you have to pay them that.
How much is each one?
400,000. How much is the salary of the driver? How much is the salary? So what we are saying them now, you as a journalist, you can ask them, are they collecting levy? Why would they want to be in the depot? Why? They don't have the trucks. They don't have the product. They don't have the truck. They don't have the product. They have the driver. And the driver, they post him to be their member. Their case was Dangote. Dangote on trucks. Dangote on product. Dangote on refinery. He just employ a driver. And you will see the drivers have their right. The lecturers, they have their own union at ASU. The secondary school teachers, they have their own union. The primary school teachers, they have their own union. But why would they want any depot owner, their worker must be their member? And we are lucky that Nigeria has started giving a private refinery now. In some, inshallah, we will get a lot of refinery. And they wanted that if you build the refinery, your workers must be their own. Why can't them allow everybody to exercise his fundamental human right, the freedom of association? I can be a driver, and I don't want to belong to any.
Well, Mr. Danzaki, there are so many issues to address on that matter.
Belong to any party.
Yes. Well, there are so many issues, and we understand that not too long ago, maybe even the meeting is still on, the federal government has called the two parties to a meeting. We're hoping that that issue will be resolved in the interest of Nigerians. Thank you so much for your time this morning. Lawan Danzaki is the National President, Association of Distributors and Transporters of Petroleum Products, ADITOP. We appreciate your time today.
Thanks you very much. I'm very grateful. Thanks you very much.